far you gotta get. That's the only time they're gonna warn you, okay?
You have 5 minutes remaining.
So now I'm gonna just have you. Let me tell you something. So, everybody good with the pre-exam? Nobody have any questions? Okay. We fit to let them do it. We're gonna grade them. I want you guys to watch, cause we're gonna go back and forth. Cause I don't want to leave them out because I'm showing you guys what y'all need. I need to make sure they getting their test and they getting graded as well. Okay. So if you want to, you can stand up, find somebody on this side to watch as well. You saw the expectation, and now you can kind of grade them to see if they doing right, or you can see where they wrong. It's gonna all work together, hand in hand, full circle at the end of the day. Okay? You may do or not do, you know what I mean? So it's gonna work hand in hand. Don't pick up anything. When I say you may begin, that's when you gotta pick up, okay? You may begin. First thing you want to do, grab your bag. After you grab your bag, you want to take out your paper towels, your EPA, your sanitizer, your tape, and your trash bag. Don't worry.
So I think we have an extra,
Miss T. There you're going to be at the manicure table. So with that bag, I'm going to make you guys just prep because we don't know which situation you're going to have. The same way we just did our pre-examination, you're going to have to do that at the second table. So you're going to need a small sanitizer, a small EPA, a small trash bag, a smaller tape, in your nail kit, just in case you see that second table, you already know how to set up. Exactly like you set up for your pre-examination. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Everybody? Okay, I just want to tell y'all that just, so when you get there, you're going to set up, do the chair behind you. Set up just like the pre-exam. Once you do all that, then you're going to sit down and set up for your manicure table. But that's only if you have that second table behind you. If not, you're going to do everything on on your main table. Okay. I have 32 minutes. You have 32 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 16 minutes remaining. I may begin. So the first thing I'm gonna do is EPA my area. Make sure y'all closing y'all kits after you grab your because that's gonna be part of your grade. What I did do. Okay, you're gonna have 2 towels. I'm gonna be calling out, well, 3 towels. What I also like to do, because I'm getting graded for how nice and neat I keep my station, I like to take paper towels and lay them out and lay my items on there. That way I know everything is nice and neat, okay? Let me put it to that side. The towels. You wanna take 1 towel, roll it up, and so, place it on the table, take another towel, lay right on top of it. Okay? I'm gonna take my 3rd towel, and I'm gonna lay it over my lap, okay? I'm gonna take a paper towel, I'm gonna lay it here. This is my setup for my table. This paper towel on the side is where everything I'm gonna lay out. I got a nail brush. In here, I have my prep nail, my file, 180 grit. I got 2 brushes. My buffer, glue, a nail clipper, a cuticle pusher, and I also have another glue. You want to make sure, I want you to work with a few glues because that be the hardest thing, is getting that glue to adhere, okay? I'm gonna stick this here until I trash it. I have my cuticle oil. I have my dehydrator, my primer, my dapping dish, my powder, my monomer. I'm gonna use this. My fake nail. That's a little bit of nail. Okay. And I have some, not enough though. You'll give me some cotton round. Probably some wax edge and some cotton round. Everything else is trash. They want you to take everything out. They don't want you to keep little baggies with stuff in it. Take everything out. Once you're done, trash it, sanitize, and I'm just going to put it in order. Do any? Okay. And I like to put it in order so I can know what's next. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is come in and sanitize, and then I'm going to go in and push my cuticle back. And of course, everything is mocked, right? You just want to make sure you're going through the motions. After I push my cuticle back, I want to go in, I flipped it, clean under your free edge. Yeah, y'all could come up in that one too. Clean under your free edge. Notice that the fingernail is staying on the table, okay? After I clean under the free edge, I'm gonna go in, shape. This is just me prepping for my nail, okay? Again, all I wanna see is that you guys are going through the motions of doing this acrylic nail. After I prepped it, I'm gonna go in and apply my nail. Now this is the problem right here when it comes to this nail and the glue and it's sticking. So you can use any glue you want to glue, super glue, crazy glue, gorilla glue, whatever glue, just make sure it's labeled nail adhesive, okay? Anything you open, you must close. I'm gonna come on, hold it. Now, when you go in, you should already have a nail that's prepped. Your finger is prepped with a fake nail with acrylic already on it. So, and you'll probably, like, when y'all doing it with us, that'll be your prep nail. You see what I'm saying? You already have it prepped. So see this one not holding. I'm gonna hold it a little bit more, and then I'm gonna try another glue, because I got 2 different glues in here. And that's like being on the safe side, because this is the hardest part, is figuring out which glue is really gonna adhere so that you can move forward. See it? Open up. You don't want to throw it away, your glue. You don't want to. So me, I like to throw everything away. So as I'm finishing something, I throw it away to clear my desk so I can see what's next. It just keeps me in order, keep me in line. I know my next steps, okay? So right now I'm at the glue part. Once my glue adherent is good, I'm gonna trash that, sanitize, and keep going. Okay, that's better, it's adherent. So now that it's adherent, see, I'm telling you, this be the problem, that glue. Phase 4, do y'all feel like it's the glue a lot of times y'all get stuck at? Yes. It's the glue. So that's the good part of practicing, so you can figure out what glue works where you don't have a problem once you get to stay board.
So do we need to bring, like, for skateboard, is it nail that we bring it? Does it have to have anything on it, or does it already so to be like a nail?
You talking about this?
Yeah, like.
Yeah. So if you notice, this is the one, it's already acrylic. Cause if y'all seen the little nails, y'all see how how this part is with those nails. It's real, it's plasticky, it don't hold. So you want to prep a nail with a fake nail in acrylic, cut it short like a regular nail, and then you're adhering on top of that. That's prepping for it to stay for it. So it's holding good enough, you guys. So we just gonna move forward. So now that I've got my, oh, I hope I don't throw this away and that thing don't come up. Now that I have that, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to trim, because you have to show them that you know how to go in, adhere a nail, and clip a nail. So I'm going to go in and cut my nail just a little bit. Ooh. She fell. I'm going to stop, because they watching.
Is it
right?
better to use the,
You can use the other one.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all-
You can use, I had the
Either or.
other one. You can use either one. The other one you do just a regular fingernail clipper, hit one side, hit one side. You really have more control, honestly. So we cut the nail.
You can't put that thing in there.
We cut the nail. Now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna file the sides, clean up the front, file the sides. I like to go on top of mine and 5. Some people don't, some people do. I like to go on top. Okay, so once I do that, I'm going to come in with my dehydrator. Notice everything I'm doing is in line. I'm coming in with my dehydrator, then my primer. Miss T. Come here, please. Where's my primer? On this thing. So I put my primer and my dehydrator. Now it's time for me to come in with my monomer and my acrylic. Now remember, anything you open, you must close, and you don't want to go in and pour your monomer ahead of time. They got something in there? Oh, this is brand new. So I'm gonna pour my monomer.
Odorless?
This is odorless. So odorless moves slow. Okay, it's not fast like your typical monomers that you use. So you want to do this a couple of times so you can understand the timing of what product you're working with and how long it's gonna take. A lot of times when they finish, it's still wet. It's not completely hardened. Odorless do that. Okay. I pour my odorless. So Lucky sell this $8.99, the powder and the monomer together. They the school sale Tammy Taylor said it's $25. They have different places. Some places have powder, but it's in a skinny tube, kind of like this, real tall and skinny. If you got that kind of powder, you need 2 dapping dishes, one for your powder and one for your monomer. But if you have a powder thing like this, you only need 1 dapping dish for your monomer. So I'm gonna come in, open it. So remember, you don't want to be wiping on this towel. Get you another towel, put it to the side, and that's the towel you wiping your monomer and stuff on. As you as you dip in your monitor, and you need an extra towel, because I done seen people use the same towel. So I'm just saying. When you go in.
It's a weird color monitor.
Huh?
It's a weird color monitor.
Remember, there's move. It's gonna stay wet longer. And here's another thing. Remember, we going off of timing, right? So if everything is not done, meaning if I haven't came in and checked everything, you raise your hand, cleaned up everything, by the time the clock stops, you lose all the points. So even if it haven't dried, I just go ahead and finish up everything as if it's dry. I'd rather lose 1 point than all my points, right? So you might not get the finish, but you got everything up until the finish product. What I'm looking for is making sure that the finished product is smooth. It don't have no lumps. You don't have acrylic on the cuticle. That the shape is good and that everything is even. Make sure you go to the sides and see, like, do it have an apex? Is it a dip in the apex? Do you need to fill it in? So notice, I'm not like this, okay? Make sure y'all stand on your your area. Like I am tilting her to the side, but I don't have her in the air, okay? I'm almost done. Okay. So now I got my nail done. I'm gonna stop right there. And go in. I'm gonna close my powder. I'm gonna take my napkin that I was dipping on and fold it. I'm gonna stick it in my monomer. That's what you do there. Now, however, I'm gonna save a little of this monomer for the upcoming time. So Miss T about to put this back in this box. But however, when you're there, fold this up, stick it in your monomer. It's gonna soak up all the monomer and then trash it. Okay, Miss T just put it right. Yep, put it right in the trash. Save a little bit, even though she made a miss. I gotta redo all that. So I'm gonna put the trash all of this. Because I'm gonna get another just because I had got a little more on it. So right now I'm just waiting for my nail to dry. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna blow on it. I'm not gonna do that. The only thing I could do is this, okay? And hope and pray.
You have 16 minutes for that.
So, cause you see, that's the only warning I get. So I got 16 minutes to complete everything. Stand up with my hands up, and the instructor come grade me. So I'm just gonna watch it. Cause I'm gonna tell you, it dries slow. So this will be this kind of your waiting period. Phase 4, I think after this I'm gonna go in and do the blood spill so y'all can do them two back to back, okay? Wipe it. I've had students ask me, T, but could I bring a fan? No fans. Okay? You can't bring nothing in there but your fingers and your hands. Now, one thing I've seen students done, if it took like too long, they hold their powder and they take a little bit and put on top, and it kind of dries it a little bit for them. But
I can start shaking it.
yeah, I'm away, but I'm still. I just want to let it dry a little bit. And it just all depends on the brand. Some brands, it's gonna be slow either way, but some oils dry a little bit quicker than others. This one move a little slow. It still work. I got 16 minutes remaining. At this point, I got 14. So I'm going to go in and start. I'm going to start on my sides first. You want to make sure too that you don't have like acrylic stuck up under there where it's all up under the nail and the stick. You got to go under there and make sure that you file it. So that's what we're looking for too. So I don't have to go across, but I'm gonna have to. It's coming up. But you still want to do that. Just go through the motions. Even if you're doing it and you're saying like, ooh, it's coming up, don't even worry about it. Just go through the motions of completing the task. Because I can still tell if you know how to do a acrylic or not. Once I go in, I'm going to brush that. Go in with my buffer, smooth it out. Literally, the buffer just took everything off. Last thing I'm going to do is I just want to go in, use just white and just make sure everything is good. Now with the cuticle oil, you don't want to go in and brush it. Go in, it's cuticle oil. Of course, this gonna happen and it's gonna be a drop. Just drop it like that, okay? Don't touch it. Once you drop it, make sure you work it in. I've worked it in. Okay, now I'm done. Now I need to take all of this. The trash. Now I'm complete. Okay? So do anybody have any questions about what y'all just saw?
Are we not painting the nail?
You're not painting? You're not doing no fancy nothing? She was right.
If the acrylic isn't fully dry when you go in and file it, would they count against that?
If it's fully dry?
Not.
No, this wasn't fully dry.
Okay.
And I want you to look up under it so you can see that it's a prep nail under there that actually helped the sticking of the glue. Because if it wasn't, if y'all done seen the nails, right, it don't adhere that glue good. So prepping that nail is gonna really, really help you guys. Mm-hmm. Well, if it's not, it depends. You'll be done worked on it, you've been done practiced it enough times to know the ins and out of do I need to do that? Is it drying? Right? To know if you need to do that or not. If you've been doing it and it's still not and you wanna, yeah, but you gotta be real discreet when you do it. I mean, I'm not telling you how to cheat, but I'm telling you. Okay. Anybody else?
Well, if the temperature of the room can it affect how the acrylic?
It can, but the temperature in the room, it's kind of like this. So it's gonna be good. It's just odorless monomer do that. So the reason they have you guys doing odorless monomer because monomer is loud. If we confined in a room with no ventilation, we can't even do acrylic nail. They don't, you know what I mean? So they want it odorless so it's not harmful to other people. Okay? So the teacher came check.
So you said you had a prep nail.
Yes. So I'm fit to go in my bag. Okay. So say for instance, so this is the nail that y'all be getting, right? Trash. Okay? If you go up in there and you try to do it, you're gonna be in last place. So we wanna be in first place. So first place, we're gonna come in and we're gonna prep the nail just like I just did. And just act like that nail wasn't even on there. I just put the nail. So now, that'll be the nail I take to stay board. So this one, all I need to do is cut it a little bit closer to make it look natural, bring it in, and this the nail I'm gonna use when I go to stay board. I'm just gonna go on top of that.
So when they're grading, are they aware that we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know I done said about, I ain't gonna just put you in there and have you just. Yeah, they know. Okay. So now the teacher done came in, she done graded me. I get the trash, everything. It's a second desk. I'm teaching y'all both because again, I have some students that go and they doing everything on one station, and I have some students that go and they have the two. So I'm gonna prep you either way. So listen carefully. So she done finished grading me. I'm sitting here, I done trashed everything. I'm just waiting, right? When they say, our scoring has been completed, we will now proceed to the next section of the examination. The next section is the blood exposure incident service. Please perform procedures for a client blood exposure incident. You have 12 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 6 minutes remaining. You may begin. When she say that, that's when if you're at the second table, if you see that second table, that's when you're gonna take your nail bag, you're gonna walk to your main station, drop it in the big bag, sanitize, then grab your blood spill kit and begin. If you're at the second table, if you see that second table. If you don't see that second table, you're just gonna get up, grab EPA, sanitize, grab your blood spill at that table, and then begin, okay? You may begin. 6 minutes?
12.
6 minutes. So this one is,
It's 12. It's 12 minutes.
Wait a minute.
So let's
She got everything but the blood spill?
It's on your station.
What happens here? No, that's not it. Okay, I'm glad you, thank you.
It says blood spill kit.
Right. So, you need 2. You need 1 that's gonna sit on your station, and then you need 2 because it's an actual service. Okay? 1 gonna sit, and this is the blood spill / first aid. Okay? So, first aid kit, blood spill. Then you just need a blood spill kit that's gonna be with your other kits, because after the nail you have to do it alone. Okay? So, thank you. Got my blood spill. First thing I need to do is EPA, sanitize. Now I'm gonna go in. Again, I like to use papers. This helps me stay neatly. So what I'm gonna do is place that there. This one is for trash. So I have 1 for trash, and then I have 1 that I'm gonna do all my items on. I'm gonna actually break them up. What is it? And why? It's cute. It's a lot.
I know.
It's not straight to the point.
It's labeled, that's all that matters.
Okay. Okay. You need a biohazard bag, a trash bag, a reduced first aid kit. I'm just playing. It's everything I need. I'm messing with them. So on 1, like I say, all of my items gonna be on there. My Band-Aid. Okay. I want you to add some more, no, yeah. Gloves, okay, trash, this is my setup. First thing you need to do, put on your gloves. Ooh. I know. We gonna work.
You've got large gloves behind you.
Okay. They work. They tight, but they work. So the first thing I'm gonna do once I put my gloves on, I'm gonna take the gloves, I'm gonna hold pressure. So what I tell them is, you have 6 minutes. It only takes really 3 to do this. They wanna see that you understand and know how to hold pressure and stop a bleeding. So what I tell them is, when the proctor come in and say, you have, it's 12 minutes, when you have 6 minutes remaining, I touched my hair. I need to sanitize. I'm gonna say something about that in a minute, but anyway. I have them wait till she say 6 minutes remaining. When she say 6 minutes remaining, that's when we go in and finish. Because that's showing them that, okay, I know how to hold pressure, stop a bleeding, and then clean up the area, okay? Now, I did just move my hair. When you go to state board, make sure you guys' hair is in a ponytail. If you have bangs, push them back, because you're gonna forget that every time something in your face, like, I don't like all this, to move it back. You need to sanitize. If you're not sanitizing, they're getting you on cross-contamination. Make sure that if you touch your hair, if you move the glasses up, whatever you do, that you sanitize right after that, okay? I'm gonna just act like she said it was the time.
Yeah, I mean, it is like.
Okay, 6 minutes remaining. After the 6 minutes, I'm gonna clean my area. Remember, I got 3 paper towels. The stuff I'm using, the area I'm working on, trash, okay? Clean my area, open my, you got some? I got some. I'm gonna give you one.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Clean my area.
That's an alcohol pad?
Mm-hmm, this is anesthetic white alcohol free. Place the trash there, I'm gonna sanitize. I'm gonna use another one just to dry it so that my Band-Aid can adhere. Open my Band-Aid. Put my Band-Aid. Now, I'm gonna take up the trash, put it in my hand, pour over, place this one, this hand, pour over. I'm gonna put it in my trash bag first, and then my biohazard bag. Close it, trash it, sanitize. Now I'm gonna go in EPA, trash, sanitize, step back and raise my hand. Okay? Do anybody have any questions on our blood exposure incident service? So now we're going to move to our seniors. We're going to allow them to do the nail acrylic and the blood exposure kit. Okay, so find somebody. Get the Make sure all her little hairs and everything is in there. Now I'm coming on top with my headband. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is come in and clean up her face. Remember, once you open something, right after that, close it. So I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna come on her eye. Ooh. Hold up now. This teeth messed up. Huh? I pulled it. See, that's my time though. So this is me going in and cleaning her eyes and cleaning her wiping her makeup, her lipstick off. Once I do that, trash all that. Then I'm gonna come in with my cleanser. I'm opening it, I must close it. Okay. Go ahead. It could be a pump, it don't matter. It don't matter. So your cleanser don't have to be where you dig. If you have one where it's a pump, that's even easier. Pump it. Just long as it's cleanser, it's labeled, and it's doing what you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna come in. So I'm gonna come in, cleanse the face. Once I'm done cleansing her face, I'm going to wipe the excess. Trash, sanitize. Come in. This is massage cream. So when you come in with your massage cream, go in and get it in the, manipulate it through your product throughout the skin first before you start your manipulation. So now I'm coming in with my manipulations. I gotta do effleurage, petrissage, and taponting. So I'm always gonna start at my chin. I'm gonna do my manipulations. When I come back to my chin is when I change my manipulation. So I'm gonna start first with effleurage. So I'm gonna come in, hit the nose area, come down, come up, work it down, come in, change. Okay? I'm at petrissage. Come in. Now I will suggest that y'all go in and do these more than one time. Everything really needs to be exaggerated. Now I'm coming in with the taponting, okay? You want to exaggerate it so that they can see that you know the difference between your manipulation, okay? And then I would change again and I would start my effleurage. And I would do that at least 2 to 3 times, okay? So once you went in and you completed all of your massage techniques, I'm gonna go in with my dry towel and remove excess product. Sanitize. Now I'm gonna come in at a distance, spray my toner. Now I'm gonna come in with my moisturizer. With the moisturizer, you wanna make sure that you don't put a lot. They want you to work it in to where it's a dull finish. They don't want it all shiny and super sleek. They want a dull finish. So depending on what product you put in your thing, depends on how much you use. If it's something super moisturized, I wouldn't use a clump of it, okay? Because remember, we're looking for a dull finish. That the product is actually worked in the skin good. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna work my moisturizer in and just make sure it's in the skin really good.
And then
Okay, great example. So what that means only thing you're getting graded for, maintaining draping, okay? My draping just fell. At this point, it's contaminated. I don't have another tile, so I'm going to trash it, okay? I don't have another tile to put, so I'm fit to lose a point for maintaining my draping, but I'm not going to stop and continue in my service, okay? And it's good for little stuff like that to happen, so you guys can see that mistakes do happen and what to do to move forward, to keep going. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take everything I have, I'm going to trash it, I'm going to sanitize. Now you're draping for your waxing and your draping for your facial is the same. So I'm not going to go in and take her draping off because I need it for my waxing. Huh? The time is up? I did too long?
No, I'm telling you, I thought it was 6 minutes, it was 9 minutes.
And I'm done. Okay? This in chemicals is the only time you will drape and leave it up there for another service. Okay? So I draped her, I did my facial, the next one is going to be waxing. After the waxing, I need to take it off. Alright? Yes, ma'am. The facial is 16 minutes. They prompt you at 9. I'm lying. The facial 17 minutes. They prompt you at 9. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? I'm gonna go ahead and do waxing. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna do waxing so y'all can do back to back. All right?
So if you're breaking falls off at range for and keep that rate for your waxing, also
So I am supposed to lose a point in waxing because my draping is not maintained. But again, I'd rather lose 1 point than 8. Okay? Like remember, we still got room for error. We executing everything and something like that happen. I'm still confident that I'm a pass because I know I did everything else right.
There's some like little buttons that you can buy to add an extra so that way they feel.
And you can, like I did a T-pen. So when I went and did my instructor license, it kept filing, oh my God. T-pen. Stick it in there, as long as they don't see it, you're good.
For the, sorry, Gary, is there an eyelash portion?
No eyelash. They took eyelash out. So when you see eyelash on either one of these papers, just put an X over it. Okay.
If you did want to be certified in eyelashes, could you do that at that time? Or is it just taken off?
Oh no, they're not doing nothing with no eyelash. That's outside of that's continuing education on your own time. I put it on the cotton and then I put it on. Anybody else? I like the questions, thank you, because if you ask some questions, you learn. Anybody else? All right. Our scoring has been completed. We will now proceed to the next section of the examination. The next section is the waxing service using soft wax. Please apply a stimulated wax product to one eyebrow, because I see people doing 2. They said 1. Okay? You have 14 minutes to complete this section. You'll be informed when you have 7 minutes remaining. You may begin. First thing I want to do, EPA and sanitize. I know it seems redundant, but I swear you're going to be in first place. Notice I'm not, let me be quiet. Notice I'm not fighting for bags. Everything is right there.
Are you fighting?
I was. Take everything out. Ooh. I'm gonna move y'all. I know y'all love each other, but I'm gonna move y'all. Okay. I have my cotton strips. I have my antiseptic with a stick and a cotton round. I have my eye makeup remover with a cotton round. I have my astringent with a cotton. I got my gloves. And I have my Mox Wax. For Mox Wax, I like to use edge control. It's nice, it's thick, it come out, it's a real good one. Honey kind of move a little bit too much. Edge control is like perfect. It go on there, it adhere to the wax paper. It's a good thing. I got my brush. And this is just if I need it. So they don't really sanitize. Oh. Okay. So I have everything in order from the way I'm gonna use it. This is just kind of like my extra stuff. First thing I need to do once I set up is put on my gloves. After I put on my gloves, the first thing I need to do is remove eye makeup from one eye. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do my pre, which is astringent. It in. Next, I'm going to go in. Oh, I meant the trash there. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to go through the eye just to kind of take the hairs and form them in where I want them to go. I had two, but I threw one away. Next, I'm going to come in and I'm going to use my soft wax. And what we're going to do, we're going to go on top of the eye, take out, go under the eye. We're not worrying about unibrows and everything else that come along with it. We just top, bottom, we're done. I'm going to go up under my bottom first. Line it up. Trash it. I got my wax strip. I'm going to put it on. Put it on there. I'm going to taunt the skin and I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So if I put it on this way, I'm going against the grain. 1, 2, ready to go with pressure. Okay. Hold it. Open it up again. Go through the top one. Second time, put it on. Make sure it's on there good. Hold pressure. Trash it. that. Now I'm gonna come in and I'm going to wipe the excess. And then I'm gonna come in with,
You're wiping with a clean round?
your clean round.
Okay.
Mhm. And then I'm gonna come in with my antiseptic, this the last part, and just clean up everything, any residue, anything I have on there from my product. And for the rig and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna use my brush again, just to make sure all the hairs go. If you feel like you wanna pick up your tweezer and act like you're moving a hair too, you can. Okay, so now she's all done. Step back and raise my hand. Okay, so notice I still got 7 minutes left. I'm stopping, I'm talking, and I'm explaining stuff. Just imagine if I'm not saying that would have been, I would have had more minutes. So you have enough time. If you understand and get the steps, you'll get up in there and it'll be a cakewalk. Okay, you got the time to get it done. You have everybody else gonna probably still be doing it. You'll be done. Do anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
For the popsicle sticks,
Oh.
are they able to break them?
You can. I still have my gloves on. Yes. So she asked for the popsicle sticks. Can you break them for each and break one and use like one for one? Yes, I've seen it happen. They do it. Okay. So now we're gonna move to our seniors, and they're gonna do their facial and they're gonna do wax. Have any questions? Okay. So, okay, y'all will be, we staying on schedule, y'all will be going to lunch at 12:30, okay? I'm gonna go ahead because, hair cutting is 42 minutes, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do it and show it, but I almost doubt that we'll have enough time for you guys to go in and do it before lunch, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Y'all gonna go to lunch. Y'all do have a guest speaker. After lunch, it is theory. Once theory over, if we have time, I can let y'all go in and do the hair cutting, and then we can, next week, we can go in from permanent waving. We're gonna do the same thing, permanent.
Yeah, we're out on Monday because it's summer vacation.
Okay, so
Why don't we just?
maybe we
pick
could
up
do.
next-
Huh?
Why don't we pick up not next Monday, but the?
We can pick up the following Monday, and we in phase 4. We might be picking up inside the class. All right, through the week. Okay, and that way y'all can get y'all done. Okay, but we just trying to stay on schedule. Everybody agree with the plan? Y'all okay? Y'all feel like y'all feeling a little bit better about state board? Okay. All right. The next section is the haircut service. Please remove at least 1 inch of hair throughout the entire head by performing a layered haircut of your choice using shears, razor and shears. Razor and shears, I got them. You will have 42 minutes to complete this section. You will be informed when you have 21 minutes remaining. Now remember, you get the pick. So if you're stronger doing a 90 haircut, I suggest that's the cut you use. If you're stronger doing a 180 haircut, that's the one you use. You got to pick. It's not a graduated. It's either a 90 or a 180 layer cuts, okay? I'm going to go over criteria first, all right, before I start. Don't set the time yet, Ms. T. So, because I'm reading out for this. Things that must be in order. The first thing, of course, EPA sanitizer. Second, you need to prepare your manicure for service, which is your draping, a nylon cape with a neck strip and a nylon cape. Next, you need to perform a scalp analysis. You must do those things in order before you do any other thing within the haircutting test. After that, they're looking for you to use a razor with the guard during the haircut. Follow a guideline throughout the haircut. Use shears during the haircut. Make sure that the hair is blended. The only way we can make sure our hair is blended is by doing what? Cross-checking. How do we cross-check? Good. Cut a minimum of, it says 1 inch, so when you're there, your mannequin needs to at least have 7 inches of hair on there. They check. When you're done, it needs to at least have 6 inches. That means I took 1 inch out and I have 6 inches of hair through out the head. And then you need to clean up, remove the hair and stuff off the floor, EPA sanitizer.
Can we cut more than 1 inch? Or?
Yeah, but if you cut more than 1 inch, it needs to be that all the way around.
Are they gonna have like a room or something?
Yeah, they do. They do.
They
Garbage
don't
as
care.
well.
They don't care if it's colored, right?
The hair?
Uh-huh.
They don't care if it's color, but they don't want marks on it. So her hair could be red, blue, and pink, but her face needs to look like this.
Miss
She
Renee
can't
keeps
have
your extra mannequin for your
Yeah,
skateboard.
y'all have that. So it'll be
a
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, so y'all extra mannequin is always in the back. Y'all get it after y'all graduate. That's the one you use to go to state board. It's gonna be longer than 7 inches. Go home and practice that cut and get it down to your 7. When you go in, you do your cut, you at your 6. Okay? Easy. All right. Y'all ready? All right. I have 42 minutes. They will prompt me at 21 minutes. I may begin. First thing I need to do. 42 minutes. First thing I need to do, EPA is sanitize. Make sure these bags are closed. Make sure your bin's top is closed. Grab my kit, lay out my items. Remember, Miss T likes to keep everything together, so she lay her items on a paper towel. I'm gonna call out my items. I have we're gonna say a detangling comb. I got 1, 2, 4 clips. I have a rat tail comb and 2 all-purpose combs. I have my neck strip. I have my nylon cape. Oh, I got 5 clips. I also have a razor. I also have my razor and a shear. Y'all also need a towel, and then I got my razor and my shear.
We need a towel.
You need a towel because this is sharp. When you're done and it's wrapping up, you need to wrap this up and trash it. Okay? Because remember, everything is already in the trash. Yes, ma'am.
Can we use our mannequin shears on
I would. I wouldn't use my good shear. So the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to use 1 clip to just go in and move the hair up. Nylon tape. Kitty cake.
For that razor, do you put in a new blade at that time, or do you just come in with
No, you need to come in with it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is come in here and just, I go in and put a detangling comb just cause ain't nobody trying to struggle, right? Now here's the deal when it comes to these haircuts. Whatever is comfortable for you, do it, okay? I do understand haircutting is subjective. It's 1,000 ways to do a 180. It's 1,000 ways to do a 90. Whatever you are comfortable with, do it. All I want to know is the outcome. So what I'm going to do, because, and I always do this when I teach state board, so I'm just going to continue to do it. You don't have to do it like I'm doing it, but I like to go in, and on one side I show a 90, on one side I show a 180. Okay, so now that I've got my guide and everything's done, I'm gonna go in because I need to wet the hair and saturate it. So, on this side I'm gonna do the 180, on this side I'm gonna do the 90. But first I gotta go in and do my perimeter. So the reason that I have you guys go in with a razor at your perimeter at the beginning, a lot of you guys do not cut with razors. So it'll be easy for you to get in here and start your haircut and go straight to your shears, right? So I have you guys go in with your razor to do the perimeter so that you know you picked it up, you put it down. If you don't ever go back to it, you know that you got the point for picking up your razor and picking up your shear. Now, if you want to go back in and use your razor during your haircut, fine, that's you. But if you don't, that's all right too. At least we know that we done did what they needed to do at the beginning. And I would suggest you guys go in and put some kind of wide tooth comb into your kit because it will help while you just kind of situating the hair and having control before you get to cut. She a little low. I mean, I'm Miss T-Kyle, so bear with me. No. If it add double stuff. Now, if you don't have, okay. She said if you add, if you drop something, can you pick it up EPA and use it? If you have extra, you're trashing it. The best thing to do would be trash and use the extra. But if I'm doing it and I don't have extra and all I have is this comb to complete, I'm gonna pick it up EPA and continue. Okay, and continue with the comb I dropped so that I can finish.
Would you have to wait the 10 minutes before you could use it?
I don't think you want to, because it's gonna be 10 minutes away off of your time. Just just show them that you know how to go in and do your sanitation method and continue. And hey, if at the end of the day, if that's 1 point you lose, and that's just 1 point you lose, right? Versus all these points in this area. I had a little. She needs a deep condition. I have her. Let me see. Come on.
Oh my gosh, your combs. She bleached too much.
So I'm gonna go in. When I'm doing, I always start in the back. I always start in the middle and work one way and work way. That's just the way I move when I'm doing hair, no matter what it is. So always remember when you're combing through hair, the Y teeth comb is for control. That's me getting through the hair. The small teeth comb is tension. That's when I'm ready to cut, when I need it all with tension. They have a ruler on the side. That's your inches. That lets you know how much you're going to take off. So you're going to go in, come down. I'm doing 1 inch. And then on top with tension, cut. Find my guide, cut. I'm sorry, y'all. I wouldn't sit down to stay bored, but. Cut. So when y'all do it, I don't want y'all to go in and do a whole inch. Just do like a half or a little bit just to go through the motions, because you're going to be cutting a lot of times. And you don't want to go in and just cut out your hair too soon. It's just not even. So razoring gives you more of like a what's the word I want to use? I don't want to use choppy. Feathered, textured, soft, all those.
Estimated guidelines, because you're gonna cut.
Estimated.
Like a blunt cut?
Huh?
How do I explain that? What do you think about that?
Good question.
Like, when you go in and do, like, one cutting for
After you do this part, so that'll be all up to you. You know, this will give you a line. It's just not a hard blunt line, but you still got a basis of a foundation of a line. You can still use that, right? As long as it's not here and here, but it's not gonna be an even line. And a lot of times, y'all will see in doing these styles and cutting, you don't always want the blunt.
Are we going to be tested on ergonomics as well?
On while you're there, they ain't looking at that, but you need to know it.
What was the question?
She said you're gonna be tested on ergonomics, like how your body is, what your body is. Ergonomics. Yeah. Okay, so I done went in. It's killing me. My back, I'm gonna be. Completed that. All right. So now, okay. So like I said, we're going in and we're doing a 90. I always start my 90s from the back. So I'm gonna go in and make sure I wet this up really good. Usually I have a taller stand. So I'm gonna go in with my, and again, everybody does different. I come in, I do pie shapes. If y'all wanna come over here and look? Is that in the camera? So I'm gonna come in, do my pache, pull her out, find my guide. If you're not sure which direction your hair should be, put your comb there. Whatever your comb is doing, that's where your hair, that's the angle you should be at during your 90. So I got my guide, cut it. I'm gonna drop some, come up, pull it out. I see my guide. Pull it out. Am I in the right direction? Yes. Cut. And you're just gonna walk up the hair, up the head, up that quadrant. Again, everybody cut different. You may have a different, long as the outcome is the same. It really is not so. They're not grading you on, ooh, is she doing the right, is her technique like the next one? No. She just want to make sure that the outcome. So now I'm just gonna go in and complete that through the whole back quadrant, and then I'm gonna go in and check it. So I'm gonna move a little. I did it in smaller pieces, but I'm gonna move a little so we can get through it. Thank God Miss T got long fingers, so it helps me with a lot of haircut. I get through some stuff like really, really fast. That's my guide. Cut. Good. Notice all I'm doing literally is walking up the head. You want to make sure that bottom is in there. So a lot of times what I see is when we're doing a 90, they be scared that they cutting too much hair off, but they not cutting enough. Your bottom, whatever your bottom is, that's your guide. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Okay, so I done completed this section. Now, I came out and I did my sections in pi. So if I did my sections in pi, I should be able to come in horizontally and check before I move to the next one. If it's not evened out, so it's pretty much evened out. I got a little strand here. I'm just gonna clip it. Just check if everything together. Good. So now I'm going to the next one, the next area.
Ejected.
She was being honest.
Who was being honest? About what?
It was her too. She was about
Who?
to give you her
Oh, I didn't
phone.
even, I just heard them. Come on. Miss Tammy?
Take her phone.
So when I come in and I do the front, I start in the middle and I work my way forward. She gonna be all right. We're gonna work her, but next time I know to throw some conditioner. Bring her out. See my bad here. Hold on, but I still don't see my eye. Hmm?
Can I ask an off-topic question? Are we gonna have lunch after your demonstration or after we do?
Mastermind.
We probably won't have time to do this part today.
Y'all do have a guest speaker. So with that being said, yeah. Huh? It's gonna be a who? I'm glad. I hope so. I hope that's the result.
I like this. I like how y'all are doing this versus how we've been doing it.
Natalie, is it your boyfriend who's guest speaking? No. Okay.
Ooh.
Ain't no tea. It was a couple.
She done got red over there. Look, that lady got red by that man, baby. Look, girl, look. Ooh. Baby, if you turn red, that's a good thing. She turned red, baby. What? They done caught you off guard with that one, honey. Oh! Let me see.
I'm editing.
I'm editing too.
It's literally you.
Well, I might need that. I might need that video, so we gonna go and let her video and edit. Yeah, it's
We're gonna
fine.
put it on the big screen next time. I'm not doing this no more.
That part. Miss T, I know my minute's gone.
You got 20 seconds before your 21.
Harris. The good thing y'all gonna have new mannequins that y'all don't gotta worry about this overpriced and the hair gone and bob. I would definitely want you to. Hmm?
But I think I kind of like that it's like fresh because you can see the
Alright, you
cut,
have
you know, the
21
difference.
Yeah, you would be
minutes
able to.
remaining.
See, y'all ain't gonna have to deal with all this. Gotta hurry up though, so I can show you the other way. Phone.
Mine's not there.
Yeah, her hair is not it. I should have kept the mannequin I had. up here. This ain't, she ain't doing the business. So usually when I'm doing like haircuts on the clients, when it comes to my perimeter front, I do that last. So I don't usually go in and add it to my cut, because you never know if somebody want to get, you know, like a face frame or something like that. Ugh. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Over there. I had one and I moved. I should have kept her. 'Cause she don't have So she pretty good. I just got a little bit. Now when I go in and cross check, do I always go in and do blunt? No. When you're doing layers, I like to go in and point cut. So I'm cross checking. I see a little bit of scraggly hairs. I'm just gonna go in and point cut them evenly. Oh, this hair.
Misty, so if there's like 30 of us in there taking this test, are they checking every single one of our haircuts?
Oh, they checking our haircut.
So we're standing there waiting while they're checking it in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. That's why it's good to have more than one. Still got a couple. Okay, so on this side, I'm gonna go in. So on the right side, I went in. I did a 90. I started with the bottom perimeter. I worked my way up all the way to the top, and then I cross-checked horizontally because I cut vertically. On the left-hand side, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do a 180. I created the perimeter. I'm gonna come here at the top and take a little bitty piece from each area. That would be that. So if it was 4 quadrants, it'll look like a triangle right here in the middle. Okay? If her hair wasn't so, I would be done. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is come to my top piece, and I'm going to create where do I want my layers to file. What I usually do is come up here, I find an area, okay, if I cut here, it'll file here. If I cut here, and depending on where I set my fingers at, depends on where it's gonna, the first layer is gonna file to. I want it to be seen, so I'm gonna cut here. So now I'm going to take everything from that point on. I'm going to take her section and bring it back to the front because that's for my front section. Everything else is going to come up. If you're not sure, come back up here, find your guy. Everything will come up. Man. The more you get to the bottom, the less hair will come up. It's really just scraggly. This bottom will not come up. It's not gonna reach. So now I'm just gonna come in, take it in 2 sections, comb it out with my bottom. So I got my bottom guide in there and I got my top guide in there.
So, Ms. D, do we have to cut the whole head?
Yeah. That's the whole haircut. So I see, can y'all see that? I got my bottom guide, I got my top guide. We're not doing a 90. A 90 walks, right? All you're doing is connecting your layers. So all I'm doing is pulling it out, finding my bottom guide, finding my top guide, and blending.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't we have to do clipper cut?
I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't even have an answer for that, because I don't know. We don't think, they say they leave the clipper for a color barber.
Clipper cut for the state board?
But we have to have our clippers in our.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't do clipper cuts in the state board.
So I cut it. All I'm going to do now,
Oh, yeah.
Things that I have in my bag.
it evens out, I'm good. So what they'll do is, it depends, because after COVID, they stopped telling people to leave the comb in the hair, because they would put the comb, you leave the comb, get everything, and they go through. After COVID, they stopped it. They'll just kind of have you, can you turn it over if it even out like that? Some people say they still doing that. Some people say that they actually going in. I want you guys, so I can just see how y'all are doing it. I want you to leave a comb in the end, so I can use the comb just to kind of see what your haircuts and, you know, kind of really thoroughly go through it. I'm going to start in the back. I know my time out. I need to hurry up and get done. I'm coming straight up. Ooh. That's another comb. Ooh. At this point,
Shave her head.
yeah, she baby, look, I can't even turn it to the tension side. Okay. Almost there. Oh, that's perfect time. I still got a little bit of time. We're good. Horrible.
What's she gonna have a nice haircut after?
I don't have any.
Cause I didn't give us up for too many colors in class. Bleaching. Okay. Horrible. I'm getting hot. You ever do something you're sweating on the inside? It's hot now. You might have to, y'all get the gist now. Let me cool. Between this and this. All right. So now I went in. Cut out of there. Oh my God. So all I'm gonna do is come in, I'm just gonna take her in 2 quadrants. And connect it. Ooh. I think this the one, y'all, I'm not gonna finish. This will be, oh my God. You see my guide? Let me make sure. Okay. This thing making me hot. Okay, pull up. Tapping out. Making the nail.
Thomas likes to say to me, take a deep breath and then blow it all the way.
I'm just, I'm over it. It's making me mad.
You got 6 minutes.
Okay, that's on my back. I got a little bit of hair. I'm just gonna go in and point cut. Cause when I pull it out, it should be even. If it ain't even, I'm just gonna go in and point cut.
You got all your points.
Yeah, I'm just. So this. I'm gonna trash this. This and this, you're gonna take. Put inside roller. Oh, y'all didn't tell me. My napkin's on the floor.
Oh yeah, I just saw it.
Really?
I've been looking at it this whole
So,
like 30 minutes ago.
really? Y'all ain't seen that? Okay, my napkin's on the floor. What I'm gonna do is just do that. Take the first ones off. Because that's what hit the floor, trash them, down the tile. Okay? Well, but it's cross contamination, so if you take the ones off, then you're back at your clean slate. Remember, you also got to go in and sweep and stuff. And the broom be right there. You walk over there.
That's in your time as well. You have to sweep in that time.
Yes, you got to sweep. You got to do all this within that same period of time.
Why'd you go all the way over there?
She didn't want to throw it in the bag that has all the stuff in it.
You don't want to. In their trash. Yeah, don't put it in yours. I made it.